Welcome to our whiskey tasting night. We will be reviewing 6 different whiskey bottles. Our whiskey tasters tonight will be Drew and Johnny, and they will rate each bottle from 0 to 10, 0 being gasoline and 10 for having the best flavor profile. Take it away, Drew.
Hello. The first bottle we're sampling tonight is the Barrell bourbon from Lexington, Kentucky. This is a cask strength special edition made for a 2022-2023 New Year. Actually, it was bottled in 2021, so it was probably released in 22. But this is going to be 113.9 proof, or almost 57%. So this is a strong cask strength.
Cheers.
Take a look at the color. Very nice light to dark caramel.
Very good smell.
Smell,
Yep.
very
I
nice.
could just sniff that all day.
Ooh, butterscotch. Caramel. Right off the top.
Very tasty.
And with that, it's so strong. I need to add some water.
7.
There you go.
Alright, there's your videographer.
So I'd give this one like a solid 6.
6.
Give it a 7.
Johnny's gonna go with a 7.
7.
I really
Why?
like the aroma of that one.
The aroma's
Aroma.
good. Yeah. All right, this is our next bottle we're sampling. This is the Jefferson's Reserve Single Barrel out of Kentucky, somewhere near Lexington.
It kind of says very old.
And it is very old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So it's a small batch bottle. It's really, really high end from the brand, the line they carry. Has a little bit more of a price tag, around $65, $70 a bottle. All right. I'll pour a little less this time. There we go.
Taste.
All right.
Cheers.
Let's see what we got.
Cheers.
Oh.
And we're using, of course, the Glencairn glasses. These are meant for bourbon and whiskey tasting. They're very much like a wine glass, so you can get the aromas to come out more by, the swirling.
What does it smell like?
It smells good. I like the smell of
Getting
the
like
first one. more.
roasted chestnuts and a little bit of kind of a leather. This one's pretty straight, stay-of-the-mill bourbon brand, so I'd give it a solid 5, just because it's got all the right notes you're normally expecting, the leather, the caramel, flavors and smells, but it's not anything special, even though it's supposedly a single barrel, which is more supposedly giving you more of a direct profile flavor.
I'd say on that one. I'd say it's also a 5. It's good, but it's not excellent.
Yeah,
So
it's
just right there in the middle.
Yeah, it's not what I would think is unique or,
And after tasting the first
Yeah.
one, I definitely like the first one better than that one.
So the next bottle to sample is the Balcones Texas Blue Corn Bourbon. This is from Waco, Texas. This is one of their really high-end barrel or bottled products that is from actual blue corn mash. They get the corn up in the panhandle, I believe, and this is basically distilled right around barrel strength, which is in this case 65% alcohol. So this is directly barrel strength. You can even see the heavy sugary legs they have on this one. It's very sweet. It's like distilled with a lot of just the basic carbo to give you that kind of nice sweet color.
This one has a good strong flavor, but it's not overbearing. It's,
Not overpowering.
I actually want to drink more of it.
I'm getting like almost like chestnut, pecan. Not bad.
It is good.
Definitely caramely. Really, really tasty. Dried fruit. I'm getting some of that.
All right, this one's my new favorite of the night.
I would say this one is probably getting closer to a 7.5, just because of the fact that it's a really nice, rich, complex flavor. Has a lot of just like that fruit, kind of nutty, a little bit of almost like a spice, but really nice caramel tones. It's thick, like a syrup, but I diluted it with some water to help bring more of the flavors out. So I'd give it a solid 7.
Give this one an 8. Has a nice, strong flavor. Makes me want to drink more of it.
Absolutely. Always want to drink more of this.
It's a bold flavor, but not overpowering.
Yeah. The next bottle we are sampling is a very common brand from the Buffalo Trace Distillery called Eagle Rare. It's been aged for 10 years, so this is one of the more long-aged barrel bourbons. The color is pretty light though, even though it's gotten 10 years in the barrel. Probably haven't turned it as much while it was resting. But it has around 40 to 45% ABV. This is a very common bottle, mass-produced, but it gets really good reviews. Has sweet notes to it, is what people usually say. Let's give it a try. Yes. Excellent. So the Eagle Rare, kind of a light, sweet fruit note flavor. This is usually what people say is a really good mixing bourbon, or you can drink it straight, kind of a multi-use.
More sweet.
Yeah, it has a little bit sweet.
I think it's the sweetest one.
Probably because it sits in the barrel longer, so more of the sugars come out over the years than some that are younger. But kind of a low alcohol content, not really, a high-end barrel strength. This is a blended, but it's only blended with its own, barrels liked. So I'd rate this probably around a 6, because Eagle Rare is very commonly known as a high-end bourbon. Hard to find because a lot of people enjoy it. Not very expensive, $30, $35 usually a bottle. But just because of the fact that it's so well loved and it has a really good profile, I'd give it a 6.
It's also a 6. I think what surprised me was the sweetness, but it's a little too sweet.
Yeah, it has a lot of sweet coming out of it. The next sample we're going to try is from the Maker's Mark Private Select. This is a Total Wine and More selection that they actually used to buy. So what they do at Total Wine and other liquor stores is they go out to the distillery, they get to pick their own barrel, and then they get to bottle it, and they get to put their label on it. So
I like the aroma.
really good. This one's definitely got a lot of kind of burnt wood flavor from the oak barrel. Caramely, kind of a drizzly caramel. Pretty good.
It's a good flavor.
A little bit of spice I'm getting in there, just a note, but not too much.
It's had licorice.
A little bit of licorice?
Yeah, a little.
Not bad though. I'd rate this probably around a 5. I'm not getting all the flavors they say you're supposed to get from different varieties of oak and wood. I'm just getting a lot of oak and wood flavor. What do you think, Johnny?
It's a 7. I really like, especially after I added the splash of water, I thought it really brought out the flavors even more.
Yeah, it has a nice rounded flavor. Just nothing.
It's a good profile.
Nothing. Profile's decent. It's just nothing I can really pick out as far as unique. It's just. All right, so our 6th and final sampling is going to be of the Willet Family Reserve bourbon. This is a rye actual bourbon whiskey that's going to be from Kentucky as well. It's bottled at 108.8 proof, which is just over 50% alcohol. So it's got a select white oak barrel, 4-year barrel. So it's cast strength. It's going to be a little stronger, but we're going to see if it collects a lot more notes from the barrel over 4 years. Oh, and by the way, This is also one of the few barrels that gets bottled in a wine bottle. So you can see it's just a standard wine bottle. Kind of interesting. Not much to do with the way it's made, but just one of those things.
It's a good smell.
Definitely. Ooh, strong right off the bat. That's that 110 proof almost. Yeah. I get apple. I get a nice like Granny Smith apple.
This one's really good.
I get a little more fruit, like kind of like raisins.
I do taste the raisins.
Yeah. Really good though. So water, of course, brings out more flavor, brings down the alcohol content. You're not losing anything, but you're also kind of pulling out some more of the profiles. Butter. I'm getting like a buttery smooth kind of nice butterscotch flavor.
It's a good flavor.
Yeah. I give this one at least an 8. I think this is a really nice contender for the rye category. So ryes are just a different kind of mash than wheat or corn. Bourbons are mostly corn. So that's kind of where their whole profile is. It's at least 51% corn mash. But the other 49% can kind of be whatever you'd like it to be. Usually they pick between wheat and rye and even like other kinds of corn like yellow or red or blue corn. But this is pretty good for a rye base. Willet Family Reserve. Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
I think it's also an 8.
Just real sweet, but not too sweet. Nice and mellow.
Back of my head, I've been thinking the whole time which one's my favorite. It's
So
really between that one and I think the Balcones.
Yep. So the Willet and the Balcones, the Barrel.
And that's a close third.
The Barrel almost came close. I think the Barrel has more kind of a nutty, complex profile. The Blue Corn has a really nice, smooth, sweet caramel complexion flavor. And then the Willet is really like a nice fruit apple raisin kind of spice, little minor spice. Not bad though for a rye. This is a Blue Corn. This is a rye, and then this is just a standard corn for the Barrel bourbon. I think overall I'd pick the Blue Corn from Balcones. Yeah. It's just a really nice, smooth bourbon. And before, I think I might have said it was aged for a while, like 4 or 5 years. This actually specifies it's only aged at least 27 months. That's only 2 years and 3 months.
Pretty quick.
That's incredibly fast to get that kind of caramel dark note on it. It's almost like the barrel has to be agitated every couple months to bring out that kind of brown. It's good though. What? So our favorite tonight out of the 6 we tried was the Texas Blue Corn Bourbon from Balcones in Waco. So Johnny, who's our master sampler tonight, he's taking home a bottle of it. It's going to be for you guys to try, to have a good experience with. So you can mix it with anything you want, or you can drink it straight.
I'll drink it straight.
Yep, works either way. But Johnny earned it because he's a master sampler.
Thanks, Joe.
Of course, man.